How you doing, David?
Hey, Jason, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing good. Nice break we had. Had a very good season last year. More ups than downs, but I hope we can continue that momentum going into this season.
Yeah, I mean, our season for ONTL didn't end the way we wanted, but of course, we took the break to recharge, and now we're back. And yeah, we're gonna definitely start off with a good start.
Yeah. I am not sleeping on Kelly and Michael at all. Kelly went to the tournament finals last year in singles. Yeah. She beat me. I don't forget that. And Michael, correct me if I'm wrong, I want to say he's the only player to be on 2 championship teams that have won different belts in different leagues. So this is a great team. And they knocked out the Killjoys last match, so I know if we're going to beat it, we both have to be playing at the top for a game. And I plan on doing that.
Definitely, but definitely both really good players, and this is not going to be easy. But we're going to go strong.
Yeah, let's fucking get it.
Hi.
Hey, how you feeling about this match?
Yeah, fine. Like as always, the last match didn't go as we expected, in a positive way. So yeah, obviously David and Payson are 2 of the best to come out of the last year and a half. They've proven that time and time again. I'm sure today will be no different. And yeah, always happy to play them. Payson, for some reason, is my biggest fan. I don't know why, but I'm a fan of his as well. So it's reciprocated. So yeah, it should be fun as always. It's not going to be too crazy. But yeah, how about you? How you feel?
Feeling good. Ready for a good match. I think let's get this show on the road.
Sure.
What is up, assholes? Welcome back to another match in opening night trivia. I feel like I haven't said that in a while. I know I just hosted. It just feels weird from my mouth. It's still a new season. Kirk, you're here. How you doing?
That is correct. I'm here. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Spence?
I'm doing good. Hey, wait, no. My brain's fried, bro. This is taping almost at midnight after a full shift. I am tired.
I got you.
But you know what I'm not tired of? Great teams playing each other.
Absolutely.
We got Ginyu Force, Payson and David, 2 very good players who are both in this current title picture thing that we're working on right now. I think as long as their matches have not aired yet. I don't know how things are released. And then we got Michael and Kelly, who just had a match a couple weeks ago where they knocked out Fabulous Killjoys, which to me is a huge accomplishment. So I think that they're both very dangerous teams going into today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Ginyu built their pedigree last year. We know what they're about. There's no surprise there. Michael and Kelly, it's kind of funny because they kind of put themselves out there. They get the vibe oh, we're just a team. We're going to have fun and enjoy ourselves. They kind of have that attitude. But they're both killer players. Michael has the history that we've seen, and Kelly has just proven herself time and time again. Every opportunity she's had since she's got here, she's a dangerous player, and they're a dangerous team. So this is going to be a really interesting match.
Yeah, only 2 losses coming to the championship team and the number 1 contender singles. So I think a lot here, and Michael Campbell's just a really nice guy. So that's a big win in my book. Ready to get started?
Absolutely.
All right, introducing first with a record of 2 wins and 1 defeat. It is Payson Johnson, David Nishimoto, Ginyu Force. That is, I think, illegal technically.
Oh, fair.
And their opponents with a record of 2 wins and 1 defeat with a knockout. It is Michael Campbell and Kelly Meehan. I'm fucking tired. All right, lady and gentlemen, here is how round 1 works. You will get 10 questions in a variety of movie trivia categories. After I ask the question, I'll have 20 seconds to write it down on your whiteboard. After 20 seconds, you'll present your answer and speak it. Each correct answer is worth a point. If you get all 10 correct, you get a bonus question at the end of the round, also worth a point. And for the duration of this match, you have 4 repeats and 1 challenge. Ginyu Force, are you ready?
Let's get it.
Michael and Kelly, you ready?
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right. I will take this first question. It's in Kirk's favorite category, movie release dates. What year were So I Married an Axe Murderer, Demolition Man, and The Fugitive released?
So, Adelaide, have you ever married an axe murderer?
No, I haven't married a chainsaw murderer, though. They help with firewood, which is a nice part.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to find that silver lining where you can.
Yeah. Get a playbook for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Already unfunny. David.
David,
Yeah.
1993, one of the best Hearst movies.
Michael.
1993.
Payson.
Year of Our Lord and Savior, 1993.
And Kelly.
1993.
All correct.
All right. Question number 2 comes in the category of crime. In Cool Hand Luke makes a bet that he can eat a large amount of what food?
What's your favorite food, Kirk?
Not this one.
Mm.
Have you seen this movie?
I have actually. I watched it. It's one of my 10 favorite movies I've studied for movie trivia.
That's right. Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah.
Sure, that was you that brought that up. I forgot who that was. Yeah.
Because of Caleb Bowen versus Cameron Holtzman 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Michael.
Eggs.
Payson.
50 eggs.
Kelly.
Potatoes.
And David.
I wrote potatoes too.
No
I
more
never-
mission.
I never seen the movie. I gotta watch it.
All right. Next
right, that's
category is scores and soundtracks. Saturday Night Fever's soundtrack is mostly comprised of songs by what band?
I love you for this. Thank you.
Yeah, wait, what?
Kirk, who is your? Do you prefer scores or soundtracks?
Scores or soundtracks?
Yeah.
Soundtracks. They tend to stick with you longer than scores do most of the time.
I prefer scores just because like it's more like you could do things with it. Whereas soundtracks are just like here are songs, let's just put them together.
Yeah, but like you can listen to a soundtrack in your car with the windows down and people won't look at you weird.
2, 1. I think the Whiplash soundtrack is just a banger to listen to on its own. Payson.
You can tell by the way I do my walk, my woman's man. Now time to
They lose a point. Kelly.
The Bee Gees.
David.
Bee Gees.
And Michael.
They grew up like an hour away from me. Fun fact, Bee Gees.
Nice.
I didn't know they're Australian. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I love
Well,
you.
they're born.
Did you?
All right, we're going to stay in the realm of music with the category of musicals. The final song sung in West Side Story is a confrontation between what 2 characters? I guess we'll specify 61 here because I don't think the Spielberg one's eligible yet.
It is not, unfortunately. However, that movie should win Best Picture. Stand by it.
I mean, it's better than a lot of the other nominees. I'll give you that.
Just don't look up the other nominees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down, Payson. Kelly.
Anita and Maria.
David.
Maria and Tony.
Michael.
Could not remember Anita's name, so I sent her an attorney.
And Payson.
Maria and Anita.
Yeah, okay. That is correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So
So-
Kelly and Payson are correct.
All right.
All right, your next question comes in the category of horror. In Antichrist, the main character loses someone of what relation to them? I know some people who would call Adam McKay the Antichrist.
Sorry, did you say main character or main characters?
Yeah, you need to repeat for that.
I guess that's a no.
Use it if you want,
3,
Michael.
2,
It's fine.
1. All right, back to David.
Son.
Michael.
I said mother.
Payson.
Child.
Kelly.
Sibling.
Payson and David are correct. Son, I'll give it to sibling, or not sibling, child. Yeah, 'cause I didn't say specific.
You too.
Okay. Next question comes in the category of music. Liza Minnelli co-stars with what Oscar winner in New York, New York?
What do you think of New York?
I like it.
Hmm.
I don't get to go there as much as I want, but it's a
Same.
great city.
The one time I went there, I saw Chicago. So apparently, fuck the city. I
That
gotta go
sounds
back to
very confused. He went to New York to see Chicago.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Michael?
Yo.
I was like, what?
Yo, Rob, come here.
Kelly?
Michael handles the impressions for our team. Robert De Niro.
And David?
Exactly. Peace and two. Robert De Niro.
Both correct. Are all correct.
Got it, buddy.
I love saying this. Your pre-ante penultimate question, fourth to last, comes in the category of animated. Alison Lohman, Shia LaBeouf, Uma Thurman, and Patrick Stewart all voice characters in what film directed by Hayao Miyazaki?
Oh,
This is a movie.
Oh.
How are you doing, Kirk? Just like general question.
I'm doing all right.
Yeah. How was
I'll say this is the best movie Patrick Stewart does a animated voice in, and I think I know.
I think it's a low bar. I don't know what else he does besides Emoji Movie.
That's the one.
5.
Sir Patrick.
Can I get a
Stewart
repeat?
as Poop.
All right.
Repeat, please.
Repeat for Princess Mononoke types. Alison Lohman, Shia LaBeouf, Uma Thurman, and Patrick Stewart all voice characters in what film directed by Hayao Miyazaki?
we're good.
Okay, so is there like a Logan 2 where he's like an animated character who like solves puzzles and stuff?
I don't understand the question.
I'm looking for like other movies that Patrick Stewart has like a voiceover role in. Like, is he like?
I mean, he does the voiceover in all the
Grandpa
X-Men
Robot?
movies.
But like an
Mutation.
animated? Would you do animated X-Men?
Those sequences are animated X-Men. Which one?
Yeah, but like a movie, like of the '90s show.
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think we're at Payson.
Fuck this up. I'm gonna be so mad. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind.
Kelly.
I've just put Nausicaa because sometimes it just gets shortened to that.
David.
Ponyo.
And Michael.
I erased Nausicaa and put Laputa. Fast on this guy.
So Payson is for sure correct. I don't think we can accept Kelly's.
Are we accepting Payson's pronunciation?
Well, pronunciation's fine. Like,
Okay.
I think I don't know if I could accept. Like, I don't know if it's ever been shorthanded as just Nausicaa for like home video release.
I'm not familiar enough, so I'll let you make the decision there.
Yeah, I would say no unless you guys wanted to make the challenge. I would say just the full.
Oh, yeah, I was just waiting for you to finish. Like, so you're saying no?
No, yeah.
Okay. What do you reckon, Kelly?
Just let it go.
All right.
That's fine.
All right.
All right. Next question comes in the category of biopics. Apollo 13 is set in what decade?
I'll say with that, Payson is the only one to remain perfect.
Yes.
What decade are you set in?
I'm still probably like the 90s, like late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh,
Kind of frozen there.
I'm like the 1840s. I just want to go back and like
That's
make my own cheese.
That's too
and
far
my
back.
farm.
That's way too far back. I need indoor plumbing.
When's that? Let me just add a question. When was indoor plumbing invented? Just for everyone to like help me remember. 5, 4, 3,
I don't know, but it's going to
2,
be huge.
1. Kelly.
1980s.
David.
70s?
Michael.
I was betting 70s, and I put 60s.
And Payson.
I'd also put 60s.
70s is
Good
correct.
job, David. Good
Like,
job.
it's like borderline 70, 71 or something.
Well, 11 of 69, so.
I know your history. That's all you ask.
Yeah, I know. That's what.
No one is perfect anymore as we go into comic book movies. Which character holds the title of District Attorney in 1989's Batman? I've never actually seen this all the way through, fun fact.
This is
This is a great movie.
this is probably the second best Batman movie.
I feel like I would like Returns more just knowing who I am as a person.
I like Returns more. Guys.
I saw you give Rise of Skywalker 3 stars yesterday. You have no room to talk.
We could have that conversation. We definitely have that conversation.
4, 3, 2, 1. David?
Harvey Dent.
Michael?
Harvey Dent.
Pegasus?
Billy D. Harvey Dent.
And Kelly.
Harvey Dent.
All correct.
All right. Your actual penalty. Oh, no, this is the final question because I was looking at the bonus, which we're not going to use because there are no perfect rounds. Final question comes in the category of Westerns. What Oscar winner directed 2017's The Rider?
I'll specify RIDER because English is stupid.
My Pittsburgh accent is also stupid.
No, I was testing this and they were just like, wait, what are you talking about? And I need to go like, if you could learn another language, what would it be?
I just talked to my son about this day. Italian or German.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to learn French. Like, I feel like it'd be fun.
I studied French a little bit in high school.
3,
That's some bad experiences.
2, 1. Michael?
Chloe Zhao.
Payson?
The MCU does not ruin Chloe Zhao for me.
Kelly?
Oh no, Robert Redford.
And David?
Yeah, Chloe Zhao.
Chloe Zhao is correct. All right, score is 16-11 going into round 2. Round 2 is known as the deep cut round. Before this match, each team pick a movie for their opponent to study. They receive 6 questions in both the chosen films. The way this works is one person from each team will take 3 questions whiteboard style. So, for example, David and Mike will take the first 3 questions in the first film. Payson and Kelly will then take the second 3 questions in the first film. Back to the second film, so he'll take the first 3 questions. Quick answer for your own film is worth 2 points, or for 1 point. However, a quick answer for your opponents is worth 2. Repeat the challenge is still in effect. Ginyu Force, if you are in the lead, would you like questions from your film first or second?
Do you have a preference?
Nope. Maybe you've got males more fresher in my mind, but I don't know.
So if you've got males more fresher in your mind, you're going to do China Syndrome first?
Yeah, that's true.
Just to get that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do China Syndrome.
All right.
I was thinking
So, who would like to take the first question from Ginyu Force? First 2 questions.
I can.
You can?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can do it first.
Sounds good.
All right, and Michael and Kelly, who would like to take the first 2 questions?
Do you want to go?
Sure, me.
All right, so Kirk, give Payson and Kelly their first 3 questions.
Okay, Payson and Kelly, question number 1. In a news report, 6 people were killed in a plane crash near what location?
All right, so would I like this film, Kirk?
Are you into procedural thriller kind of movies?
I like Mission Impossible.
It's not Mission Impossible. It's not Mission Impossible.
Oh, procedural thriller just sounds like a very vague term in my head. I don't know what it's like.
It's
4.
Watch it.
3,
I just saw it for the first time a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago.
Payson
Lake Tahoe.
and Kelly.
Airport.
Payson is correct.
And I'm sorry, whose movie is this? This is
Ginyu Force.
okay, so
1 point.
that's 1 for Ginyu. Okay. Yeah. All right, question number 2. What color car did Hector drive?
You said it, my brain goes to All the President's Men. Is that the vibe?
It has, it's very a conspiratorial film. It's not I thought it was going to be a disaster movie, and it's not.
Same, actually, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be about the actual event, and the actual event is not that big a deal. It's kind of the after effects of what happened and people's response to it.
3, 2, 1. Kelly
Red.
and Payson.
Red?
Great Taylor Swift album, both correct.
I was like, yes.
All right. The final question for the 2 of you. Question number 3. When Kimberly is about to leave the bar, Jack tells her to think of 10% of him when she does what at home?
I like Chinatown. That's a movie.
This is the sequel, actually. It's Jack Lemmon. I mean, it's really hard to go wrong if Jack Lemmon's in a movie.
So is Jack Lemmon then the main villain of the two Jakes?
Yes. And Who Framed Roger Rabbit also.
Yeah,
Judge
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Payson
Uses electricity.
and Kelly.
10 on the lights.
Kelly is correct.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Michael.
All right. Well, David, your first question number 4. What is the name of the amateur balloonist who was flying near Kude? Did I pronounce that right?
Kudahi.
Kudahi? Kudah?
How are you a professional balloonist?
I don't know.
That's just like Carl from Up. You just get paid for it. I have nothing interesting to add. It's just that I haven't seen the fucking movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I've seen it. I don't remember the amateur balloonist or professional balloonist. So
1. David
William Levin.
and Michael.
I said Michael.
Great
William
name.
Levin is correct.
Again, is David lagging for anyone else, or is it just me?
I think
I didn't
he's
notice.
fine.
Okay, never mind. Okay, it
Yeah.
seems like it's okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Question number 5 for David and Michael. When Kimberly first interviews Ventana Power Plant, how many people were currently working there? You ever been to a power plant?
You got this.
Maybe. I did. In Pokemon Red and Blue, there's a power plant where you find a Zapdos. And it
Counts.
comes back.
That's actually the location of this movie.
Oh shit!
There you go.
Are birds the villains?
Yeah, lights are constantly going off. Zapdos is in the basement.
2, 1. Nerd, Michael
150.
and David.
150.
Both correct.
All right. And your final question in the China Syndrome. When Kimberly goes to a bar, a woman asks for her autograph and to make it out to her daughter with what first name?
Shit.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
If you can make a syndrome about a country, would it star the character from The Incredibles?
That's a little.
Okay, that's not where I thought you were going.
No, thank God.
I'm not going to Payson Johnson this and say an offensive thing while commentating. Don't worry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. David
Cindy.
and Michael.
Cindy.
Both correct. With that, I think both teams actually hitting. No? How does math work? PMT gets 8 points. Can you get 5, unless I'm mistaken?
Yep.
What are we at total wise then? Make sure I have that right.
Ooh, 21 to 19.
Yes.
I'll
Yes.
rewrite that.
We were at 16, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on 21. We're on 19.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense. Yeah.
As we go into You've Got Mail, which is going to Kelly and Payson first. Your first question. In the first voiceover, we see from Joe to Kathleen. What drink does Joe pour himself? So I'm assuming you've had mail before, right?
Yes. I've
What's it
experienced getting mail. It's crazy.
Do you get like paper cuts?
Stuff just shows up here. There's an empty box, and then it's just not empty, and it's like magic.
That should be the China syndrome. Like, that's scary. That's
You
terrifying.
need to repeat it.
We'll just know where you live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kelly
Orange juice.
and Payson.
But a tall decaf cappuccino, so that happens later.
Orange juice is correct.
Okay, I way overthought that.
All right, next question. At the shop around the corner, Joe buys Matthew a pop-up book featuring what animal?
You read a lot of pop-up books as a kid?
Surprisingly enough, no. I just like to play with one of those. I'm not sure if you guys had it, but like at doctor's offices, you'd have like the pieces of wood on like things you just like moving in circles and shit.
Oh no, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just do that in my spare time because I was easily entertained. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Payson.
Jurassic dinosaurs.
And Kelly.
Dinosaur.
Both correct. Rapid dash. And your last question. What is Joe Fox's address?
Oh.
Oh,
Gotta love
did
the
you get your
defense.
other hand up? Thank you. Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. We love places.
No, do
things.
they ask? Do they tell us address because that's where they're delivering the mail that he gets?
Oh shit!
Is
This
that
is
how
a
this
horror
movie
movie. I
works?
know everything. So fucking tired. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kelly
152 Riverside Drive.
and David.
Peace.
152 Riverside. If I fuck that up, I get it.
Kelly is correct. I think the actual like street information is
Yeah,
important.
that's fair.
Mhm.
It's all good. It's all good.
With that, Kelly sweeping, Payson getting 2
Tough out
points.
here. Get some
Go to Michael and David for their questions. Name one of the 2 books Miranda is signing at Fox Books.
Oh my god.
So was this like a subsidiary of like the TV show or the network? Because Rush Limbaugh gonna make a cameo in the movie.
Probably. I think he's in it.
90s.
Bill O'Reilly's in it.
A random like Fox.
What are you talking
Carfax Fox is gonna
Oh,
cameo,
duh.
that's it.
I'm an
Fox Mulder. There's a little crossover there with the X Files. All the
4,
Foxes.
3, 2, 1. Michael
And just like that, is it Miranda?
and David.
The algebra hysterics.
That is correct.
Boom!
Oh man.
The other one
Came out.
being the geometry problem from hell and other catastrophes of my
Yeah, I
summer
didn't-
life.
I wasn't gonna write that one down.
Yeah,
I don't know if
David
that's-
picked the right one.
So really, it was just name one.
Next question. Kathleen tells a woman shopper at Fox Books to start with which shoe book first, which is her favorite. Is a shoe book like is that a pop-up book? It's like you see like different shoes.
I think it's just a shoe that opens up and has a book inside of it. Like a-
Yo, is that what Inception's about? So, I need sleep. I'm busy watching Freddy murder people. Not Freddy, Jason. Yo, if y'all know like
Fandom sounds brutal.
therapists, that'd be great.
This is why I don't play Phantom, Spence. You keep trying to talk me into this. This is why I don't.
4, 3, 2, 1. Michael
I said skating shoes.
and David.
Ballet shoes.
Ballet shoes is correct. And your final question. Where did Jillian study decorating? I really like to decorate cakes. So you can make
Where
them
did you
pretty
study
and get
decorating
like
cakes? Not to give
roses
anything
on
away,
them.
But did you study that somewhere?
No, because my culinary school, preferred to teach how to make like sandwiches.
That's also
Yeah.
useful.
It's the Brooklyn School of cooking shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Michael?
Motherfucker. Put me out to dry every fucking time. I said possums.
Oh wait. Yeah, sorry, Dave.
Caesar's Palace.
Caesar's Palace is correct. With that, I have a score of 29 to 22.
That's what I have.
All right.
Go, David.
We'll erase that. 29, 22. Going on round 3. Round 3 is known as the wheel round. Kirk, tell me how it works. I'll make a wheel.
It's the wheel round. You know how the wheel round works. You're going to spin a wheel. If you get the category you like, you can keep it. If not, you can spin again. Unless, of course, you get put as choice. Once you select your category, you're going to get 5 questions in said category, worth 2 points each. You can check down a multiple choice to reduce that to 1 point. And as always, look out. Stealing is available in this round.
And here are your categories on the wheel today. They are directors, horror, war, music, 1980s, sports, animated, and romance, as well as spinner's and opponent's choice. Ginyu Force, since you are in the lead, would you like to spin first or defer?
Second.
Defer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Second.
Hold on.
Right.
Apple bottom jeans, boots.
Okay, Kelly and Michael, here's your spin. You're stealing a bit. It's not going to work for you.
Well, shit.
You get spinner's choice. Michael and Kelly, what would you like?
Michael, you want to take horror?
I sort of want to go directors because
Go for it.
I mean, well, horror's going to have like plot shit that
Yeah.
I'm not going to know. Directors also takes their strength. Like,
Yeah. No, I'm following you today. Let's do directors then.
yeah, let's do directors.
All right. PMT taking directors. Kirk, you're ready to take these questions.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll read these ones. All right, Princess Mononoke types. Your first question in the category of directors. Who directed Noises Off, Targets, and 1985's Mask?
That's Peter Bogdanovich. Peter Bogdanovich, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Question number 2. What film was the directorial debut of Alejandro G. Inarritu?
I believe that's 21. Oh no, Amaris Paros. Oh, we sort of need the points, right? So like,
We're down
Yeah,
to shoot if
yeah.
yes, yes.
Amaris Paros, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good job.
Great.
Question number 3. Who directed Beginners and 20th Century Women?
Mike Mills.
Mhm.
Mike Mills, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Question number 4. Who directed Draft Day?
Ivan Reitman, I believe.
Go for it.
Because it's one of those guys. Let me just. Yeah, Ivan Reitman, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. What is the most recent film to be directed by Ben Zeitlin? Am I pronouncing that
Zeitlin.
correct? Zeitlin.
So he's the guy who did Beast of the Southern Wild.
Mm-hmm. Chuck it to multiple because
I
you
think,
don't want to give up the
because
stick.
I don't think it is that. Multiple choice.
Okay. Your multiple choice options: A. Joe Bell, B. Snake Eyes, C. The Hunt, or D. Wendy.
Are you leaning anyway?
Can I get a repeat of everything?
Sure. It's your
Yep.
second repeat.
Can you repeat?
What is the most recent film to be directed by Ben Zeitlin? And your options are A. Joe Bell, B. Snake Eyes, C. The Hunt, or D. Wendy.
Do you want to just go Wendy?
I think so. Let's go D.
Wendy, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
All right, with
Yeah.
that, PMT getting the score up to 31
Good job.
to Ginyu's
Thanks,
29.
Mason.
Great round, Michael.
So go now into Ginyu Force's spin. And you land on a free respin. You land on animated. Would you like to keep that or defer? For respin?
So
Sorry.
I feel good about this.
Okay. I think I can. Yeah. I mean, I'll help.
We're only down by 2. I think we should take it.
I trust you. If you feel good about it, I don't feel horrible about it either. So yeah.
We're gonna take it. We're gonna take it.
All right. I will give you your questions in the category of animated. Your first. What is the name of Sid's dog in Toy Story?
Scud.
Go ahead.
SUCD. Scud. Final answer.
Spelled incorrectly. Scott is correct.
Okay.
SUCD.
SCU.
Suck it.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
It's okay. That's funny. It's not funny.
Scud.
Next question. Who voices the Colonel in Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron?
Is it Brian Dennehy?
Oh, I was thinking James Cromwell in my head, but I don't know.
That also sounds right.
I'm not confident. You want to do multiple?
Let's do multiple.
Yeah.
Multiple choice.
All right. Options are A, James Cromwell, B, Pete Postlethwaite, C, Ray Fiennes, or D, Paul Giamatti.
You're right. It's A.
Yeah. Right? Okay.
Yep.
A final answer.
Correct for a point.
Okay.
Sorry, David.
That's good. I wasn't confident.
I have no idea what the fuck I was thinking about.
In Home, O and Tip travel to which country to find Tip's mother?
I've never seen this. I don't know.
Once again, I have a guess, but I would prefer to go multiple.
Okay. Multiple.
Multiple choice.
All right. Options are A, Japan, B, Australia, C, China, or D, New Zealand.
I think it's Knicks.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
was
feel
what
good
I
about
was
it.
thinking before.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. C, final answer.
That is incorrect. Kelly, Michael, for the 1 point steal, your options are A, Japan, B, Australia, C, China, or D, New Zealand.
I've actually seen this movie and it's Australia. Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Australia, final answer.
Good job.
That's correct for the 1 point steal.
Okay.
We're good.
All right.
All right. Your penultimate question. In Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, Swallow Falls' economy is relied on what type of food?
Sardines.
Oh,
100%.
Yeah.
Sardines, final answer.
Correct for 2 points.
Great movie.
And your last question. What kind of animal is Abby in Chicken Little?
Abby is a mallard or a duck.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you. I don't know what you want to say. Yeah.
I'd say duck. Okay.
Okay.
Duck, final answer.
Correct for 2 points.
Okay.
All right. With that, I believe it is 36 to 32 in Ginyu's favor.
Why did mallard come into my head before duck?
That's her
It's
last
a
name.
surname.
Abby
Okay.
Mallader's name, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it was a little duck.
I have in the doc duck mallard because I knew that was going to be a thing. You're good. With that, yeah, 36 to 32. You have that as well.
Yes.
All right. With that, we get into round 4. Round 4 is known as the IMDb round. Each of you will be asked 3 questions at a variety of point values where we ask you to guess the film. For 2 points, we'll give you the year of release, lead actor, and genre of the film. For 3 points, we'll give you the year of release, director, and plot keywords. And for 5 big points, we'll give you the decade. And you can pick 3 between year, director, actor, supporting actor, genre, and plot keywords. Ginyu, since you are in the lead, would you like questions from set 1 or set 2?
Whenever we've been in the lead, we've always taken 2. It's worked out for us so far. I say we take 2.
Okay. I agree.
We'll take 2.
All right. Reminder that you guys can collaborate on the 2, 3, and 5. So I'll be giving questions to Michael and Kelly. Your 2-point question, into both of you. Your year is 1992. Your lead actor is Gary Oldman, and your genres are horror, drama, and fantasy.
Bram Stoker's
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, Bram Stoker's Dracula, final answer.
Correct for 2 points. And now to take the lead, your 3-point question. Your year is 2000. Your director is Clint Eastwood, and your plot keywords are satellites, senior citizens, and crew.
It is
Space Cowboys?
Cowboys, right?
Yeah,
That's the title, right? I'm not crazy.
I'm pretty sure that was the NSYNC
Yeah.
song that went with it, so I think so.
Hell yeah. You know what? Because for that, you can say the answer. You can say it.
Space Cowboys, final answer.
I don't know why NSYNC is the one that gives it to you, but yes, that's correct. Score is now 37 to
It's thinking Clint
36.
Eastwood. That's a good.
Kurt, go ahead and give him the
Shout out
2-point
to Cowboy.
question.
All right, Ginyu Force, for the to take back the lead here with your 2-point question. Question 1, your year is 1996. Your actor is Leonardo DiCaprio, and your genres are drama and romance.
Romeo
and-
plus Juliet.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to say it. Okay. You want to say it like
Okay,
that?
and you know what? They said Bram Stoker's. I say we say William Shakespeare's Romeo plus Juliet.
Okay, it's not Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet. Is it
it
William
is.
Shakespeare? Okay.
Yeah. William Shakespeare's Romeo plus Juliet. Final answer.
Kirk?
That is not what we have in the doc.
I am unfamiliar with that being the title, so I would say no.
Okay.
Just my knowledge. Yeah, so
Challenge that.
we just have Romeo plus Juliet, not William Shakespeare's, so.
Oh, it's not. You don't have William Shakespeare's?
I have the title simply being Romeo plus Juliet in the document.
I absolutely know it's William Shakespeare's.
Right.
Take your
Challenge then.
I would challenge, yeah.
Okay.
Challenge.
Challenge.
Go to that challenge, be right back. All right, so we reviewed it. A few different places have different titles for that film, whether it be Romeo plus Juliet or William Shakespeare's Romeo plus Juliet, or even Romeo and Juliet. It's not really clear. So, because it's unclear, we're just going to scrap the question, give Ginyu Force a new one, and they retain their challenge. So, Ginyu Force, your new 2-point question. Your year is 1996. Your lead actor is Tom Cruise, and your genres are comedy, drama, and romance.
Jerry Maguire.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Jerry Maguire. Final answer.
Correct for 2 points. That they take back the lead. Going to PMT's 5-point question. Sorry, Kurt, that was your 2-point of the read. Anyways,
Fine.
Kelly and Michael, your 5-point decade is the 2010s. What three would you like between year, director, actor?
Michael, take what you're comfortable with, because that's more your decade than mine.
Okay. I say we take keywords for one, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Do you want a lead actor or do you want a director?
Let's just go actor. You reckon? You just be, because that way, like, you also have a chance. It's not crazy. We'll go actor keyword. Actor keywords.
You get 3.
Oh, okay, and then the year. Oh, actually, shit. That's right. Fuck. Then
Do you want a director or do you want a supporting actor?
I reckon then we can go actor, director keywords, because I feel like the year probably won't help me with this decade just because, like, I should know. So, actor, director keywords. Cool with that?
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do actor, director keywords.
All right, reminder, your decade is the 2010s. Your director is Rob Cohen. Your lead actor is Tyler Perry. And your plot keywords are Detroit, assassin, and criminologist.
Could that be Alex Ross? That's the name of that movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we shouldn't be asking about Rob Cohen movies. Come on, Adelaide.
5, 4.
Shaka
We have 2, right? Yeah,
2.
repeat the question.
All right, your third repeat. Your director is Rob Cohen. Your lead actor is Tyler Perry. And your plot keywords are Detroit, assassin, and criminologist.
If it's not Alex Ross, then I don't know what it would be. Like, I didn't know Rob Cohen directed that, if that's the case, but
I don't have any Tyler Perry in my brain that's
4,
coming to it.
3.
repeat the question.
All right, your last repeat. In your decade is 2010s. Your director is Rob Cohen. Your lead actor is Tyler Perry. And your plot keywords are Detroit, assassin, and criminologist.
Yeah, do you want to just go with that?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's the name of the movie. Alex Ross, final answer.
And your
Ross. Yo, fucker.
Ginyu
Sorry.
Force. It
Oh,
is
man.
Alex Cross.
Wow.
Oh,
Brutal.
Jump into
Alex Ross is the
starting
Marvel DC designer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
third. Single place finishers, Mononoke types. 37 points is an incredible match, and y'all killed it in round 3. How are y'all doing?
Yeah, fine. Like,
Yeah.
a couple of round 1 questions where, like,
yes.
I erased Nausicaa and then Apollo 13. I was like,
Put 1970s and rubbed it out. Yeah.
I was like, pretty sure I probably had 169, but I was like, maybe it was the end of the year or something like that. You know, whatever. That happens. Yeah, I didn't have the best round 2, so no matter what, I think if we were going into round 4 losing, I was pretty sure they're probably going to win. But yeah, it was all right. What about you?
Yeah, feel good. Like, it's always good to at least keep it competitive, at least make it to the 5-pointer. Like, that's always a win in my book. It's just a day that we've had maybe a little bit off or made some silly mistakes, and this just isn't a team you can make those against. So it just didn't go our way today.
We got to enter like the 5-pointer because I was
Yes.
definitely on the verge of a knockout there. So we did good.
Yeah.
Coming back, and then shout out to NSYNC for getting the 3-pointer. Oh yeah.
No strings attached album.
It's gonna be. Let's go.
Track number 2. That was great.
So 2 and 2, y'all be out for a little bit. Anyone who you want to play in the meantime?
Who else has got records like that? Who's around that?
I think the only other 500 team we have right now is 2319.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Or like Blockbuster, Hollywood Video. I forget which one it's in. Until they get up there, that'd be fun. So either of those would be fun. But yeah, happy to play anytime. And congrats to Pace and David. They played well. Good job.
Yeah. All right. With that, we will see y'all later here in ONTL. Kelly, we'll see you next episode.
Yeah. Great. See you then.
And today's winners, Payson and David. 38 points in the victory is pretty good. How y'all doing?
I mean, like before, like always, if I get it wrong, Payson gets it right. If I got it right, Payson, like we always help each other out. So that was great. Yeah, I'm like going to this season from last. Like I was trying to work on my deep cut knowledge, deep cut studying. That was something I need to work on, and I was glad. Like I did pretty good. Like me and Payson did pretty good in round 2. So going forward, hopefully do better. Keep going forward like that.
No, yeah. It obviously feels good to win, especially when you put in as much effort that as I know me and David do. But at the same time, when they're that close at the end, it does take your heart does kind of go back, and yeah, I what I'm trying to say is, Michael and Kelly, you guys played an incredible game. When we gave up that Australia steal, I was like, oh crap, this is a game now. Like we had a 7-point lead, and they are right back in it. But yeah, like David said, everything that I miss, you hit. Everything you hit, I miss, and I think that's what makes us such a great team. And whoever we play next, I know we're going to be ready. I'm going to make sure I'm better at deep cuts. I thought I had them down. I'm going to put triple the energy as I did in this time. But yeah, I'll just one more time, props to Michael and Kelly. You guys are amazing.
Exactly. Good game, Michael, Kelly.
Yes.
And you guys, I can announce you guys are playing the winners of Pain and Gain and Bullets Over Broadway. Do you have any thoughts about potential matchups there?
It's always fun to play a new team. I don't think we've ever played Scott Harvey in like a ranked trivia format. Have you? Or
no? No.
So that would be fun, but that Bullets match that we had in this league is like top 2 favorite trivia matches of all time. So if we do that again, oh boy.
Either way, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Greg, what's anything while you're here?
No, yeah, I'm rooting for Bullets Over Broadway. That's why I want to see them play. So
I hope so. Yeah. I hope you're not a masochist.
Sure. We'll see you guys when you play that match. So, Kirk, are you a masochist?
I am not. Yeah, no, I want to play those guys. They've beaten me multiple times with multiple partners over multiple leagues, so I need to get that monkey off my back. So now that's just more motivation for me to beat Scott Ryan. No, the hardest thing when you're a host, the hardest thing is when you see something happening like what was happening with Michael in that last question, and having to stay completely stone faced, because that's just killer. I've been there in that situation where you just miss it by a letter or a syllable, and that makes it so hard. But props to them for keeping it competitive. They closed that gap constantly throughout the match, and they brought it down right to that end, and it came down to one letter, and it would have been on Ginyu to win it. So that good for them. And obviously, again, Ginyu just rolling. So we'll see what happens next.
Yeah. That is the end of today's match here for us at ONTL. Come back later next week for some more trivia. How do I? Oh, God, it's been so long. How do I open this?
Have fun storming the castle.
Thank you guys for watching opening trivia. Stay inside, stay safe, wash your hands, wash your face. Support local teachers, get a fucking vaccine, and your fucking booster. And we'll see you next week for some more trivia. Catch you on the flip side.